doing out here, silly Billy? What are you doing? You come in here. You come in here. How long have you been waiting out there?
Oh God. Oh God, your legs are so big it's hard to fit you in here. Yes. Hello and welcome, Piggy Penguins, to the long overdue tour of my office. I mean, it's still a little bit of work in progress. Like, there's still some more pictures and stuff that need to be put up, or at least plan to put up at some point. But I'll just show you, what I've got so far, and it's a lot better than my old place, and I do really like it. It's got a lot of geeky stuff I can show you guys, so
Without further ado, come on in, come on. This episode of NicoB's Cribs, baby, yeah, woo.
Okay, so as you come in through the door here, to your left we got Bernie's crate that she sleeps in that honestly she doesn't really sleep in there much anymore. It's where I used to keep her, but she mostly goes in there for the water bottle that is in the back. Now she basically just kind of sleeps on the tuffet that's right next to my computer. It's her big Bernie nest. Here's my computer. It's by Main Gear. I got it back, I've had it for like 2 years now. It's really good. It's a beast of a computer. I used CyberPower before. Fuck CyberPower, that's all I gotta say. That computer was, had some problems. But I've had a lot of really good experiences with this one so far, so. But here we go, here's my layout. Got, of course, sporting the Final Fantasy VII. I just have 2 monitors. I know some super epic gamers get to have like 3 monitors or something. I'm like, I just need 2 really. Also, here's my new keyboard. You might remember the other keyboard bit the dust when I had Bernie sitting in my lap after she was licking her foot for too long, and then she ended up throwing up on my keyboard without me even freaking realizing it. But yeah, so this is where I spend honestly a good chunk of my day. It's just my workstation basically. These are my new headphones too. I had the HyperX or something for the longest time. These are Steel Series, which are good. I actually don't think they're quite as comfortable as the HyperX was, but the cord is a lot less of a pain at least, and they do actually sound better. And all this stuff here, this is all for my microphone. This was the big upgrade I did for this year, which was improving my mic quality. So yes, this is the Shure something, I can't remember what it's called. This is the microphone you honestly will probably see in a lot of podcasts. Seriously, this thing is everywhere. Everywhere. But it is a very good microphone. And from that it goes to my preamp, which is, I got like 2 preamps basically. It goes to the focus right here, and then from there it goes to this. It goes through a number of settings here, all that have been basically meticulously tested to try to get it to sound the best as possible. It took a while. It definitely took a while. There's a lot of shit going on here. And then I run that through into my computer, and it goes through Adobe Audition. And then from there, it comes out the other side sounding nice and crisp at least. So yeah, I've been very happy with it. Behind my computer, we've got all my consoles, also some hard drives. These hard drives are mainly just honestly where I store most of my completed videos. Like, I've got 2 or 3 hard drives with just videos. That's all it's on there. Just in case I ever need to jump back to them, so I don't have to like re-download them again. Here's my Ethernet shit that I've got stored up, as well as some capture cards, which that one right there is actually the one I used for my camera. It's like the Magellan or something. Yeah, it's good. This is before they made a even more convenient Elgato version of basically the same thing. This is the tripod where I normally keep the DSLR, which I'm using right now. As you can see though, it's right behind my monitor, which is kind of the reason why I can't really move it too much. See, when I'm like sitting down here, it just pokes just above the top of that, which is why it's a little awkward if I needed something to move it around, which is also another reason why I ended up getting the Bernie camera, the little mini web camera, which I've been using mainly to film Bernie, but also it's just easier if I need to show you guys something else that's not right around my immediate vicinity. But yep, so this nice big desk came from my dad. My dad's old office from the old place that he very nicely gave to me. Oh, here's also my mask that I wear when I go out and do stuff. Remember, wear a mask. Always wear a mask, at least until this shit blows over. But yeah, it's good. I've got so much more room in here that it feels so much better just working on stuff and not feeling like so claustrophobic. Seriously, like at my old place, my bed was like right behind where I sat, and then I had like a little spot on the left where I could go walk towards it, but otherwise it was incredibly cramped. Okay, you're actually gonna see a lot of things in here that are hand-me-downs from my parents from their old place. This, however, actually was also a gift from my parents from, Christmas it was, yeah. It was a little mini fridge. It was very kind, which I used to keep all of my, mostly buy drinks and ice drinks. Yummy, I gotta get more. For those long night live streams. This little filing cabinet I used basically to store most of my extra cords, scissors and stuff, and down under here, trash can, cords, but also some extra lighting and stuff if I ever need it for streams. I don't know, I haven't really used it much in this place. I need it more in my old place because the lighting was terrible. This sofa is also from my parents' old place. This was, God, actually, I basically grew up with this sofa. We had it for a long freaking time. My parents were like gonna throw it out, and I'm like, dude, I want this sofa. This sofa's comfy as hell. So you see, it's quite worn in, but it is a very good sofa. I think these two fuzzy pillows though were actually from my college days. And then you sit down here. Got an end table here that's got a rotating thing which I use for the figures. The end table itself is actually from my grandmother's place. We actually had it in our garage for a long time and weren't using it. And again, I was like, I could use that for my new office. And my TV here, which some of you might be thinking, wow, this is a little dated. Well, it definitely is, because this is the TV that I had back in college, back in from what, 2007 to 2011. But yeah, this TV's pretty old, but it's honestly, it's still a really good one. I don't really need anything much better than this. Honestly, I don't really watch it that much anyway. Most of the stuff I watch is online and over on my computer over here. So, but occasionally I'll watch like Netflix on this TV and just like hang out with Bernie on the sofa. As you can see from these shelves here, I, for the most part, just kind of store the boxes that I have for these figures. I sort of underestimated how much shelving I would need. I kind of thought I had a lot more games than I really did. And it probably was a bit overkill because, like, see, this is all I really needed for some movies and then some games. But I had a lot of spare room, so I was like, well, I might as well just put the boxes that these come in, because the figures do come in usually very nice boxes. Although at some point I'll probably just start dumping them. In fact, you can see right here, there's 2B's ass cheeks. Yes, the add-on for that one figure, which I don't put on her because it's a little too. I don't want to be walking in there with that shit on. Although maybe it's a little bit more noticeable here anyway. Yeah, there's my PS2, my old PS2 that I've also had for a long time. I don't have the box for it anymore. My PlayStation 1 is around as well, but I had the box for that and I have that stored somewhere else. There's Mr. Owl. You guys might remember him from the old place a bit, as well as the rooster here. And here is basically a collection of a few music discs I have. Again, this is all super old stuff that back when I used to have music discs and needed them, before everything was digital, as well as a few movies. Some TV shows. True Detective Season 1. It's very good. I also liked the Naked Gun movies. Justified. That was a pretty good one. I used to be crazy about 24, the original series. Of course, Back to the Future and Blu-ray, the whole series. Yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff. Some Family Guy for some reason. Oh my god, the first season of Heroes. Holy shit. I love the crap out of that. It's too bad it ended up sucking ass after a while. I used to also have a bunch of PlayStation magazines, but I ended up tossing them, and I kind of wish I didn't, because I have plenty of room here to actually be able to actually store them now. And a lot of them had like really cool covers and stuff, but I was kind of downsizing when I was moving and I didn't really think about it. This poster here is also from my old bedroom. I don't know if you guys could really see it though, but you might notice it's a little scuffed up, and that's because it fell off the wall one day and shattered the frame and kind of cut up the picture, but I managed to salvage it. Just don't do it again, please. All right. I like this picture though, it's cool. It's very pretty. Okay, and then like this one's just, again, just covered in boxes. See, like I got 3 of these big shells, and one of them's just like, okay, I'm just gonna fill it up with all the boxes of these characters I've gotten. which we'll be looking at here in just a second. Of course, over here we have Shea Dono, the evil of the lamps, or maybe the good, I don't know, whatever your headcanon is. He's currently deactivated, but when the live streams come around, he wakes up and he unleashes his wrath upon the world. I also got this penguin picture that, again, my parents gave to me. It was from, I think it used to be in the bathroom of the old house that we had. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I didn't really have a good place to put it, though, so it's a little bit kind of out of sight, so you guys don't really see it, but I do like it. And then on this side, we've got Lamp Sama, of course. Always the chipper one, Lamp Sama. Again, he also activates and keeps Shea Dono's darkness at bay with his light. Here's a big old blanket, which I never use. I almost never get cold. Let's see. This is what I mean with a work in progress. So you see above my sofa, there's not really any pictures or anything. I do want to put like some kind of long picture that would go like right across my sofa, but I haven't found anything yet that I felt like super great. But back here I do have this amazing piece of fan art. It's like one of my favorites. I love this picture. It's so cool by the amazing Ryan or Ryan. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's like R-Y-E-I-N. Just amazing. I love this picture so much. They made it into a poster. This is Bernie. This was actually a gift from my parents. I actually still have this picture as my phone background. But it was basically, I just took a picture of Bernie and she was sitting in a chair and she was cute and I was like, oh. So I took the picture and I ran it through one of those like app filters. It kind of makes it artsy looking. And then my mom took it and made it got it printed on a steel plate. So it's good. It's very pretty and she's adorable. She was like, I don't think she was even one in this picture. Down here is my this is my letter from YouTube. It was from when they like congratulated me on getting 100,000 subscribers. Where is that thing? Anyway, oh, it's over here. That's right. Silver plaque is over on this side. That's nice. Maybe one day I'll get a gold one. They actually look a lot different now. Then again, this wonderful piece of fan art, which is again another one of my favorite pieces that is also my YouTube icon from the amazing Iwaki. Love her work and seriously, it's amazing. I love how cute Bernie looks too. She's so pretty. She got a little crown on. Oh yes, and of course the Keyblade, which is over here, just to the right of this shelf. This was made by Amy Woodworks, and still amazing. She still makes a number of Keyblades, as well as that Legend of Zelda cookbook, which I promoted a while back, and I think a number of people have actually been getting those now, so, and they seem to really like it, which is great. Now we've got my shelf basically of games and gaming memorabilia. We've got some penguins up here, as well as Monokuma. We've got a Morgana plushie, which was actually made by Evie. This penguin, I think, was given to me by a friend might have been for Christmas? I'm not really sure. But yes, so this was actually, this Larry one was commissioned by a penguin. They commissioned Yoshi and then they sent it to me as a joke. And I posted about it and I was like, why would you do this? So then they felt bad and they commissioned a Clavier one to send to me, which was very sweet. And I love the Clavier one. And this one I just tolerate. Funny thing about this one, this is actually an old penguin that one of my friends had bought for me but didn't send to me until many years later after I had Yoshi and I had started working together. And then when she sent it to me, I was like, oh my god, like it's an old penguin. It's like an old prototype basically of what the Pinky Penguin was. And then of course we also got this piece of artwork which I commissioned from a very nice artist named Sarah. You guys might remember, I think I tweeted it out, she even did a video where she showed her making of it. Of course Deku coming in for a big punch and it came in amazing, I loved it. I love this picture, it's so cool. She's so talented. She basically uses like stencils and just spray paints everything on there, you know? And it's amazing. I love it. So at the top we've got my collection of Ps1 games, which again, I thought I had more than, like in my head I imagined, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have like, I could fill up like half a shelf with this. When in reality I can only fill up like one and a half rows with my Ps1 games, but this actually is my most substantial collection, is my Ps1 games. Got a lot of good stuff here. Stuff that I'm a big fan of, because this is, you know, the games that I've played the most out of. Because, you know, when you have, you know, your first system, and as a kid where games are, you know, are more expensive, or where you don't have the money to buy them because you're a freaking kid, you just play the shit out of them again and again. These are all demo discs, by the way, which used to come with my PlayStation magazine. There's Riven, as well as some of the, I have some really old PlayStation 1 games that came in those big boxes too. And of course we got Cloud Strife here, and beautiful Polygonal Glory, and if you want to know who made this, unfortunately they aren't actually around anymore. Yeah, these guys that make these polygonal figures, they don't stick around very long because they always end up getting like a cease and desist by like Square or something, but I managed to get them before it, they went away, but sadly they're no longer around. In the back there's also my PlayStation 1 discs, or memory cards, I still have them. This one right here, guys, this right here. This is the game I dumped the most into. RPG Maker 1 for the PlayStation 1, the original. I put so many hours into that. Like a disgusting amount of hours. You'd be sickened by it. Okay, there will be a few games here I'm gonna have to clarify because some of you are probably like, what the fuck? And I did bring it up before, but just for those of you who may not have noticed. So, here's my Ps2 games. This is the one Crash Bandicoot game I got that was not by Naughty Dog, and I was like, okay, Crash is dead now. I was not a big fan of it. I still said the Devil May Cry games. Oh, here's one. Disgaea 2. I forgot I had this. So I got this as a gift from a friend, I think. I was like, oh, that's cool, but I think I'm gonna play the first one, which will actually lead me into another game here in a second, but basically I never played it. So it's just kind of sat there. This was the best Dragon Ball game for a long, long time. This is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, the best fighting game at least. Dragon Quest 8, Final Fantasy 10, Grandia 2, Haven, oh god. David Cage game, Indigo Prophecy. All the Jack games. Oh, Kessen, god, I forgot about that game. Oh yes, here are the other ones. So these were actually gifts right here. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. These are actually gifts. I pull it out, but it is super tightly in there. I don't have to try to stick it back in. They were actually gifts from my friend when I moved in here. He was getting rid of some of his games. Oh, and Persona 4, that was the other one he gave me. He knew I was moving into a new place and was gonna actually have like a game shelf and everything, so he's like, you can just take my my old copies of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Persona 4, and I was like, oh sweet, thanks man. I put it on my shelf. So the funny thing was though, I had showed those off on Twitter, and you guys actually told me, apparently they are they're actually kind of the rare ones because they're like, they have like the kind of 3D effect on the cover. And I wasn't aware that was a thing, and neither was he. And he was like, wait, really? I was like, maybe I should take this back. And I'm like, too late, bitch. I'm just kidding, he didn't really care. Let's see, oh god, Legaia 2 Dual Saga. I loved the first game. This one was okay. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and Subsistence. I loved Subsistence. Oh yes, Okami. You guys have always asked me like, Nico, play that game. I've already played it. So the Prince of Persia 2 for some reason. The Ratchet & Clank games, Rogue Galaxy, RPG Maker 2, which I didn't like a ton. It was okay, but it was kind of weird. Oh, the SSX games, those were fun. Beautiful Joe. Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution, that was my fighting game. Xenosaga, I never beat that game because it got weird. Okay, then next up we got the PS3 games. Some of the Assassin's Creed stuff. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, you know, the game that everybody played for a long time. The funny thing was though, I actually got I got this console, the PS3, after I had my 360 for a while. It was a good ways into the PS3 life cycle before I actually got one. Oh, here the Persona 4 Arena and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Actually, both? Why do I have both? That's weird. Why do I have both? I did a Let's Play on this one. Why did I have this one? I can't remember where I got this one, actually. Maybe I got gifted or something. I don't know. I've got some of the Uncharted games. Persona 4 Golden, which I did the Let's Play of. Virtue's Last Reward. I don't have a lot of Vita games. I only got Vita really for the Let's Plays. Oh yes, Nier as well. That was the one I had to buy. I actually had to get a physical copy because there's no digital version of it. As well as the HD remixes of all those Kingdom Hearts games. Mon Nation Racers, dude, I would love for them to make another one of these. These were freaking amazing. Oh, I have Fire Emblem Awakening, but I bought it and I never played it because, again, I've saved it for as like a potential Let's Play, but I kept getting told by a lot of people like, but don't do it, so I haven't done it. This is a penguin also. You guys might remember seeing him in the background of old videos. Okay, down here we've got my few PSP games. A few things to note here. Let's see. Dissidia was like basically the only game I played on my PSP. That wasn't like, you know, Danganronpa or whatever, because that was the first, when I first played Danganronpa 1, that was on the PSV, and it was actually like a fan's translation. But you'll see I also have Disgaea, Afternoon of Darkness. So, after I think it was gifted the second game, I thought, oh, they have apparently re-released the first game on the PSP, and it's like an updated version. So when I got my my PSP, I bought a bunch of games that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of stuff and you know, just have something for it. So one of them was this, and I never played it. I never played it. And the other one was this. I had completely forgotten I had this. Yes, I actually have a physical copy of the PSP version of Birth by Sleep. I got it because I was like, you know what, I've never checked out Kingdom Hearts, maybe I should check this out. So I bought it. And then my friend, who was a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, who gave me those other copies over there, told me, dude, don't play that. You're not gonna have any idea what's going on. It's like, you need to play the previous ones before you play that one. So I never played it. So it was just kind of sat there, and it was completely forgotten by me. Persona 3 Portable, which I actually, it's funny, I bought this, but I didn't like the menu system, so I ended up like, because basically the game, they dumbed down some of the gameplay to fit it on the PSP, so you're basically just going through menus and stuff, walking around the school, and I didn't really like that, so I ended up getting the FES version instead. Peace Walker, which I only played a little bit of, honestly. Really, the main thing I played on PSP was Dissidia Final Fantasy. There's the big Final Fantasy VII remake stuff, my PS4 games, which aren't a lot. I don't have a lot of physical. I stopped getting physical versions of games after a while, honestly. Here's my collection of 360 games, which this is what I had through the majority of college. Quite a few like Gears of War, a lot of multiplayer stuff, because you know everyone's just playing this shit in college. Had to take a break to go take Miss Bernie out. She was snoozing in the other room. I brought her in here. Hi, sweetheart. I was hoping to be done by this point, so I didn't have the lights on too bright, but I'll be done soon, sweetheart, and I'll dim the lights for you, okay? Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl, I know. Want to say hi to penguins?
Hi, penguins, I see you.
I know. Yeah. She sure loves her little tuffet, I tell you what. Oh, goodness, I know it's a tired girl. It's a tired girl. Okay. We'll go finish up, okay? Okay, so, yep, here are most of my 360 games. Again, they're all, like, I actually really like my 360. It's a shame that it feels like Xbox doesn't really, do much exclusives and stuff anymore. Here's Warcraft 3. Oh my god, I played the fucking shit out of Warcraft 3. Civ 4 too, that was a lot of fun. Uru Mist, I only played like one time when I realized, oh, this is not a Mist game. Oh yeah, Mist 3 Exile, which is pretty good. A few of my Nintendo Switch games. These are actually, this was part of a thing called Indie Box I was subscribed to for a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's basically just a site that makes indie games and makes box versions of it, including little cool goodies and things. I was subscribed to it for a few months, and it was fun. But then at the time I was living in my old place, and I was like, I don't have room for all this shit. Frog in a car. I got this in this T-shirt. It's made by Yeti or something, I think. I don't know. It's done by a specific artist though. So they made like a T-shirt and this cute little frog plush that sits next to Chiaki, and this was actually a gift from Yoshi, I think for my birthday one year. Very, very cute. It did take a while to actually get her to manage to stay there though. She keeps wanting to slide down. Okay, and then down here we got my PS3 and my PS4 with the Spider-Man thing, as well as some of my amiibos, which I got. And as well as some of these Nendroids for Monami, Monokuma, Morgana, and this Voltec thing I bought one day on a spur of the moment thing. Here's boxes where I keep my PS Vita and my PSP. I haven't actually taken them out, or my 3DS in quite a while. It's my hard drives and my Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it, sweetheart? Yeah. Roam around. Are you looking for your bone? Where did your bone go? She's looking for, I think, the bone that she always carries around with her in the evening. I'm gonna bet it's stuck between the cushions here. Let's see if we can find it. That's usually where it is.
I found it. Oh, look who found it. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know where you like to put the bone. I know. You like to hide between the cushions. And you forget it's there. Okay, we'll play afterward, okay? And then finally, just gonna go through my geeky figures I've collected. A lot of which you guys have already seen that have been unboxed, and some that you haven't. So, you guys seen like Kameda and Hajime, and of course Shuichi and Kokichi, but you might not have seen that I also got a Death Note Light and L figure, which I really like. God, it was kind of expensive though, I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, oh, this looks so fucking cool. I think I did tweet a picture of it, but I didn't unbox it, because again, it didn't really relate to the channel, and that's basically the main reason why I don't show the unboxing for all these, because not everything is really channel relevatory, so. But I still love it. So the left side here, we got that. We have, of course, 2B, which actually was on the right shelf for a while, but I had to move over here because I was running out of room. I do really like this 2B figure. We also got Gray Fox, who is super cool as well. This is made by Gecko. Actually, they did this one and also this Bloodborne figure. It's actually really cool. Like this line of figures by Gecko, like they even come with like different weapons you can hold, like the different transform weapons. There's actually another version of this hunter too. It's this is the old hunter's outfit, and the other one was like the newer one. Very cool. And of course the little robot from Nier Automata. Down here is where I got all my Play Arts Cop figures. Oh, this one, guys, look, this is the one that started it all. This fucking Limit Form Sora is what's led to this point. Led to this fucking trashy moment in this video. This Roxas figure, which I love to fucking shit, even if it took me like hours to get him those stupid Keyblades in his hands. I still love this figure to death, and he's so fucking cool looking. If I just focus on him, he's too dark. There we go. Love it. He also comes with his regular head, but then we got Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, which I actually really like as well. I think it's actually one of the better made ones. Seems like they really kind of nailed his design perfectly with this one. This is the old Roxas one that I got before the hooded one, which I do like quite a bit, but I actually think the face of the new one looks maybe a little bit better. And of course we got everyone's favorite Blueberry Wafu, also very good. Down here is where the Final Fantasy VII shit is. There's Advent Children Cloud, which I think I did an unboxing of. Right next to it, of course, is the giant motorcycle version, which I did an unboxing of, as well as the original Final Fantasy VII version of Cloud. Just barely fit them in here, as well as Sephiroth from Having Children, although he looks kind of the same in Final Fantasy VII Remake, so he might as well be that too. Yeah, it's cool. These are pretty much all the Play Arts Kais where I keep them over here. I've kind of moved them away from, honestly, some of these like figure ones and moved more towards statues, so like the ones that are already like pre-posed. Just because I like how they look a bit better. I don't really find myself like changing poses for these guys like all that often. Okay, just to the right of that, we got the Persona 5 team. We got Futaba, Aladion, and of course Joker, which I think I did unboxings of for all these. I do really like that Futaba one. Oh, just the design of it's so cool, as well as how dynamic Ans looks. I think these are both done by the same company called Amakuni. This one was done by, I think, Kodo Bikyu, is how you pronounce it. But they actually look like they're from like the same line, don't they? Even though I think this one's actually technically a larger scale than either of these two. It's also a Makoto one, but I don't know, it was really expensive, and I didn't like Makoto quite enough to get it. Okay, down here we got, I guess you guys are probably surprised by seeing this. Yes, that's right, a Pokemon. What the fuck, Nico? You don't like Pokemon. I liked the first generation, all right? That was sort of my childhood. I never owned it myself, but I always played it off my friends' devices. So I always liked Red, and this was such a fucking cool figure. They actually have a whole line of these figures of the trainers from the different games, like, and they each have like their own specific Pokemon. And I just saw this and was like, man, he looks so fucking badass. So, for young, like 12-year-old me, this is for him. Oh goodness, sweetheart, you okay? Better get you on her bone. Or cough a little bit. And of course we got Goro Majima standing here butt naked and ready to fuck. And of course we got Arsene as well, and he, I will say, putting him together was a fucking pain in the ass. Seriously, he did not want to balance on those damn flames. He's so cool looking, but damn, it was, seriously, especially just putting him back up after taking him down. When I had to move, it was like, oh, it was such a pain in the ass. Such a pain, I hated it. Down here we've got Link. I love this Link statue, even though I haven't played the game that it's actually part of, which is Skyward Sword, but honestly, I mean, most of the Links kind of look the same, so in terms of just, you know, it's Link, you know, with his titular green outfit. So I was like, I'll just get this one in preparation for a future LP of Skyward Sword, right? Then we got Zidane and Garnet, and they're part of a line of like Bring Arts. It's like the smaller versions of Play Arts guys, but they're actually a little bit more posable, I think. And they're super cute. I always liked those two in Final Fantasy IX. There's actually the whole party from Final Fantasy IX, as well as like Beatrix and stuff, are also available in figure form, but they are also a bit expensive. I don't know if I'll get the other ones or not. Maybe, I don't know. I just thought these looked really good. Like they nailed the style of it perfectly. But again, I didn't show the unboxing because I didn't really relate to the channel. British Commando. I decided to keep the coat off, even though the coat looks so cool, just because I love this fucking tie. It looks so cool just flying around. Just holding out his arm, doing some crazy Kameda shit, I don't know. He's like, I'm gonna hold a crumpet in this hand. I'm gonna fuck somebody with this hand right here. And then down here, we got the Deku Statue. Looking cool as hell. I did an unboxing for this as well as Todoroki, which is the one that's paired with this, which is over here. And he also looks cool as fuck. I put them at the bottom because they're kind of heavy and I didn't want to risk this, these cases breaking down. I actually went out of my way to reinforce these too, because I've heard like horror stories of people like having these cases and, you know, putting too much weight on it. So I put these little padlock things basically underneath each of the corners of these to make sure that it just gave it a little extra thing to hold on to. Less chance of it breaking. I mean, they're not really that heavy, most of these. It's only some of the really big ones, like the Todoroki one. Also, Beautiful Joe here, which I'm a big fan of. I really would like to see him make a comeback. But he's cool. This is from First 4 Figures. It actually came out a long time ago, but I ended up finding one on eBay for a decent price. So, and his eyes light up too. But again, I didn't really do an unboxing. I just, I think, tweeted a picture about this one. Similarly, up here, some Dragon Ball stuff. These are actually, I think these are done by what's called a company called Banpresto. But the interesting thing about these is that these figures all, like, there's a giant line of like each of the figures. Like, there's a Super Saiyan 4, you know, Goku right here, but there's a bunch of different paint jobs for them, like done by different companies. So like Banpresto makes the sculpt, but then other companies do the paint job. And what you're seeing here is what's called Manga Dimensions. It's this like kind of almost 2D style for where they have like these really stark colors, you know, like the stark blacks around there, the big bright colors. It's so cool. I love the style of it. So I got a bunch of those. I got Trunks, Goku, Rose Goku or whatever. Similarly, these ones are like that as well. We got Vegeta, Super Saiyan Goku, Teen Gohan, which I loved Teen Gohan. Like, I think he was just the coolest fucking character in all the series. I was a big fan of his. I also like Gogeta here. Gogito Frito, and also this is Future Gohan, which I didn't really realize he was a smaller scale when I bought him. I thought he was about the same as these, but he's actually a little smaller, but he's still freaking cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get any more Dragon Ball figures though, to be honest. I've seen like collections people have had of Dragon Ball figures, like just walls and walls of them, and like, holy shit, I mean, you could build an entire freaking collection out of these. There's so many, but I'm pretty happy with what I have here. Bird's just having a good chew over there. I don't know if you guys can hear her, she occasionally gets a little too into it and will start coughing a little bit, but she's all right. Yeah, that's a good girl. She usually starts chewing the bone if she sees me like up and about doing stuff, or if I'm with like my family and I'm talking with them, she'll just be like,
I'm contributing. I'm over here. I'm contributing this conversation.
Yes, you are. Doing a little pot roast. Okay, now finally, guys, to finish it all off, we of course got the Tower of Waifus. Yes, but or as I like to call it, the Tower of Shame. Yes. This is where all my embarrassing figures are stored. All the ladies that I've grown to like over a number of different series. So some of you may not even realize, yes, I am begrudgingly a fan of To Love Ru. That's my guilty pleasure, right? To Love Ru is my guilty pleasure. I wish I wasn't. I know it's stupid and dumb and is like just the trashiest of fucking shows, but here we are. I think a lot of it honestly has to do with the artwork by the series creator, Yabuki Kentaro. It's just so good. Like, I didn't watch the anime. I don't really give a shit about that because the artwork for that's not that great. But the artwork for the actual manga is so good that it's like, oh my god. Anyway, so this is a line of figures of them, and it's actually based off a piece of artwork by Yabuki where he drew all the girls in like this cute, like Egyptian kind of style thing, I guess. And I don't know. I saw that they were planning to do apparently all the girls. These are the only ones they have released so far. There's one for Momo that's going to come out, but I'm guessing they're probably going to do all the other girls as well. This is actually, by the way, these figures are done by the company Amakuni, the same ones that, interestingly enough, did these two, Fubutaba and On. They do a lot of cute girls ones, right? So anyway, those are the ones I got. Momo will come, I think, sometime later this summer, and I'll probably add them up there too. But they're super cute. But I do like some of the characters in the manga, even if the manga itself is trashy as shit. And yes, do I recommend watching it at any point? No, don't watch it. Don't do what I did. Don't watch this shit. Anyway, here's Kurisu and Miuri in cute little kimono outfits. I got a while back. I really like it. I think they look adorable. As well as Panda Maho, the custom figure that I commissioned myself because I needed a Panda Maho statue. I just needed it, all right? I need it. And they came through in spades. It looks fucking amazing, and I love it to death. And there's only one of it. Only one of a kind. Though if they ever release another Maho statue at some point, better believe it, I'm not fucking getting it. Anyway, here's the My Hero Academia girls. Also part of a specific line. You can see each of them has like a little sound effects associated with them. Araka, Toga, Jiro, and Sui. All wonderful waifus, and this one's a little crazy. And I like these figures a lot. There's actually, they're coming out with other ones, like they have one for the pink girl, what's her name? I can't remember. But they have one for her too that's coming out that I pre-ordered. I think I might try to get as many of these as I can, just because I do really like them. And it only seems to be the girls though. They all have like little sound effects and stuff, which is, it's cute, and they're well made, so, and I like My Hero Academia a lot. Down here we've got characters from Sora no Toshimono. The main characters, Icarus and Nymph. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say these are a guilty pleasure, alright? This show's fucking funny, alright? This show was funny. I mean, it definitely had a lot of elements like To Love Ru of just ridiculous fan service, but it had like, I don't know, it was all kind of tongue-in-cheek, and most of the time it was just like stupidly hilarious with like the dumb, ridiculous shit that happened. But the main characters were cute, and I like these statues, so. And there's Icarus with her, for some reason she really likes watermelon, I don't know. So hers came with the watermelon, which I thought was funny, so. But yeah, very cute figures. And then down here we've got the girls I just unboxed. Chiaki and Kyuri. And they are beautiful and fucking huge. They are still massive, but they look great on the shelf, great on the Tower of Shame. And yeah, I know, they're on the bottom shelf because that represent the bottom of the trash bin, right? And that's where I am. But yes, this is, I believe, everything. The complete, oh, actually up here we do have this. We have this, fuck, what do they call these again? I can't remember, but it's actually designed to look like the divergence meter from Steins Gate. You can even see on there, it says divergence meter. Oh, it's Nixie tube, that's what they're called. Very cool. It's a great clock. The only downside of this clock though is if there's ever a power outage, it flicks back on, it plays this really loud fucking like alarm. I don't know why it does it every single time. And then of course you got Mr. Owl, who you guys probably didn't see, but he was in my original place. I had him in the closet because I didn't have a place for him, but now he's got a great place here as well as a cool hat on his head. The Mario hat. I like Mr. Owl. I had him in college. It's actually funny, the story behind this is they had a white version of this that my sister had in her dorm, or actually I think her apartment. And I liked it so much. It turned out he had a counterpart, like a twin basically, a brown version, and I got him, and the rest is history. He's very cool. He's very stylish. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I closed the door. Here you go. I closed the door on her crate because I kept running into it when I was trying to film everything. I was like, Bernie's like, I want a drink. Sorry. But yeah, there you guys have it. This is my my workspace, and I like it a lot. It's been a really good place to make videos and hang out with Bernie and yeah, and do stuff. Yeah, go over here too.
Oh, look over here too. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Bray says she likes it too. It's very.
So not move me in Daddy's old place. I couldn't really move around there very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, I didn't find it too boring. I don't know if I probably droned on there a bit more than I should have, but I've never really done something like this before. Hopefully you guys liked it. And again, thank you for making really all this possible. It's because of you guys, your patronage on here, on Twitch, on Patreon, that really has allowed me to even be able to move into an office like this and have like a nice place like this to work in. So thank you guys so much. Seriously, I can never repay the generosity that you all have shown me over all these years I've been doing YouTube. But I hope I can at least pay you back in some small way with these goofy ass videos I make. But yes, so this is going to be the last one-off video. The next video will be the start of a new series. Like I said before, I'm going to be taking just a one series break, basically just doing one new series, and then every other day I'm going to be continuing with working on the Council of Voices script. But once I'm done with that, I will hand it off to Viva to work on, and I will come back with a second series. But I'll make sure to keep you guys posted on that, so keep an eye on Twitter. I do promise the wait for that episode will be worth it, though. I appreciate your patience. Anyway, Pinky Penguins, thank you so much for joining me on this fun little vloggy thing, and hope you guys enjoyed these little one-offs. I'll see you guys at the start of a new series, and as always, Pinky Penguins, till next time, guys, stay classy.